Unwritten letters. Amelia Carter moves to the quiet seaside town of Cape Haven, seeking a fresh start after a broken engagement. She rents an old cottage near the cliffs, hoping the peaceful surroundings will help her heal. One stormy night, she stumbles upon a wooden box in the attic, filled with delicate, time-worn love letters tied with a faded blue ribbon. Each letter is addressed to a woman named Eleanor but was never sent. They are filled with longing, regret, and a love that was never fulfilled. One letter, dated 1952, hints at a planned meeting at Cape Haven's old lighthouse, a meeting that never happened. Intrigued, Amelia sets out to uncover the truth behind the letters. Her investigation leads her to Ethan Hayes, an elderly man who was once a promising musician but now lives in solitude. When she tries to ask about the letters, he shuts her out, unwilling to relive the past. Instead, she encounters his grandson, Daniel Hayes, a brooding, sharp-witted novelist who recently returned to Cape Haven after struggling with writer's block. At first, Daniel is distant and dismissive of Amelia's curiosity, but her persistence gradually breaks through his defenses. As Amelia and Daniel spend more time together, reading through the letters and visiting the places mentioned in them, their connection deepens. Late-night walks along the shore, whispered conversations under the stars, and shared moments at the lighthouse turn their banter into something more. But just as they begin to fall for each other, a hidden letter falls out from the bundle, one that was never meant to be found. The forgotten letter reveals a painful secret. Eleanor had waited at the lighthouse that night, as promised. But Ethan never arrived. Not by choice, but because her family had intercepted his letters and kept them apart. By the time he discovered the truth, Eleanor had already been forced into another life. The revelation devastates Ethan, bringing back decades of regret. It also shakes Daniel, forcing him to confront his own fears about love. He realizes he has been holding back with Amelia, afraid that love, like his grandfather's, is destined to end in heartbreak. When Amelia decides to leave Cape Haven, convinced that love is doomed to be lost, Daniel refuses to let history repeat itself. He finds an old vinyl record, a song Ethan had written for Eleanor but never played for her. Inspired, Daniel races to stop Amelia, standing outside the train station in the pouring rain, playing the song from an old radio. Some love stories don't have happy endings, Amelia. But ours isn't over yet. Months later, Amelia and Daniel finish a novel based on the lost letters, immortalizing Ethan and Eleanor's love story. The book is published under the title Unwritten Letters, proving that love, even when lost, can still inspire something beautiful. Meanwhile, Ethan finally sends one last letter, to Eleanor's daughter, telling her the truth her mother never knew. She was my greatest love, and she always will be. As Amelia and Daniel stand at the lighthouse watching the sunrise, she turns to him and asks, "If you could write me one letter, what would it say?" Daniel smirks, pulling a folded note from his pocket. "I already did. But this time it won't go unread." She opens it, her eyes softening as she reads. "Dear Amelia, some stories are meant to be unfinished. But ours is just beginning.